Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Warframe. I'm your host with most, as always, Francois878. And today we're going to be tackling the new secondary weapon introduced in update 16.5, the new Grineer hand cannon called the Atomos. Basically, this particular contraption, I'm not going to call it a pistol because it's not. It looks like the foam Hulk gloves that you used to have when you were a kid that you hit your younger sibling with when they were when they were trying to steal your toys. But this particular hand cannon shoots superheated plasma at your opponents, and it is a lot of fun to use. I will say right from the get-go, I try and be very clear about my opinions of weapons right from the get-go. This is not a top-tier weapon. It is a respectable weapon. It's easily mid-tier. It is definitely not a bad weapon. But I don't know if this is a tier 4 survival 60-minute type of weapon. But it is a lot of fun to use. The reload animation on it is really interesting and unique as well. The build that I'm about to show you is a 2 Forma build. I did have to replace the defensive mod polarity slot that came with the weapon with a offensive V polarity slot. But once I got that on there, the build is pretty standard. Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Torrent for that multi-shot and that damage. Pistol ammo mutation, this may be a little overkill. I found that I had too much ammo when I had that on, but if I didn't have the pistol ammo mutation on, I found that I was running out of ammo. So if you're particularly frugal with your shots and don't lay the beam onto enemies for too long, that may be something you want to replace with another elemental damage mod or, something else that, tickles your fancy. As far as the last 4 mods, I stuck with the dual status effect mods to try and increase the status effect of this gun as much as I possibly could, because the crit chance on this gun is pretty terrible. So I definitely went with status effect. Status effect on this particular weapon is about 70% per second, which is pretty nice. You'll be hitting status effects pretty much almost all the time, 3 out of every 4 shots-ish, and that's enough to pretty much level most enemies up till 30 or 40 with ease with this particular build. Like I said, this is a good place to start if you want to tweak things a little bit depending on your play style. Feel free, but this particular build will get you through many decently leveled enemies with ease. I particularly like this weapon. I think it's fun to use, and unlike a lot of weapons recently that DE has made that are fun to use and they look awesome, but they're just legitimately terrible, I think that all 3 of the weapons from 16.5 are at least usable, at least mid-tier, if not like lower, top-tier weapons. And I think that, while the Atomos is definitely mid-tier, it is a lot of fun. You're definitely going to enjoy using it, and especially if you like beam weapons like the Quanta and the Amprex and the Synapse. I know those are the older beam weapons that nobody knows about. Oh, back in my day, back when the Synapse was, a popular weapon and all that, back before the Quanta came out and wrecked everybody. But if you like beam weapons, I would highly recommend the Atomos. It is a very respectable beam secondary weapon, very respectable. I enjoyed using it very much. I put 2 Formas into it, so I must have. But I think with that, we're going to finish up this weapon review, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay tuned for more weapon reviews as they come out. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and we will see you next time.